Chapter 21. And the Lord spoke to Moses, "Speak to the priests, the sons of Aaron, and say to them, None of them shall defile himself for the dead among his people, before his kin that is near to him, for his mother, his father, his son, his daughter, his brother, and for his sister a virgin that is near to him, who has had no husband, for her he may defile himself. But he shall not defile himself, being a chief man among his people, to profane himself. They shall not make any baldness upon their head, and the corner of their beard shall they not shave off, and they shall not make any cuts in their flesh. Holy shall they be to their God, and they shall not profane the name of their God. For they offer the offerings made by fire of the Lord, the bread of their God. They shall therefore be holy. They shall not marry a woman that is a harlot or one profaned, and a woman divorced from her husband shall they not take. For holy is he to his God. And you shall sanctify him, for he offers the bread of your God. Holy shall he be to you, for I, the Lord, who sanctify you, am holy. And if the daughter of any priest profanes herself by whoring, her father does she profane. With fire shall she be burned. And the priest that is highest among his brothers, upon whose head the anointing oil has been poured, and who has been consecrated to put on the garments, shall not let the hair of his head grow long, and his garments shall he not tear. Neither shall he approach any dead body, even for his father and for his mother he shall not defile himself, and he shall not go out of the sanctuary, that he may not profane the sanctuary of his God. For the crown of the anointing oil of his God is upon him. I am the Lord. And he shall take a wife in her virginity, a widow and a divorced woman, and one profaned, and a harlot, these shall he not take. But a virgin of his own people shall he take to wife, so that he may not profane his offspring among his people. For I, the Lord, do sanctify him. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to Aaron, saying, Whoever of your offspring in their generation that has any blemish, let him not approach to offer the bread of his God. For whoever has a blemish, he shall not draw near. A blind man, or a lame, or he that has a flat nose or a limb too long, or a man that is broken-footed or broken-handed, or a hunchback, or a dwarf, or one that has a blemish in his eye, or the scale, or scab, or crushed testicles. Every man on whom there is a blemish of the seed of Aaron the priest shall not come near to offer the offerings of the Lord made by fire. He has a blemish. He shall not come near to offer the bread of his God. The bread of his God, both of the most holy and of the holy things, he may eat. But he shall not go into the veil, nor come near to the altar, because he has a blemish, that he profane not my sanctuaries, for I, the Lord, do sanctify them. And Moses told it to Aaron, and to his sons, and to all the children of Israel. Leviticus 22. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to Aaron and to his sons, that they separate themselves from the holy things of the children of Israel, and that they profane not my holy name in those things which they hallow to me. I am the Lord. Say to them, In your generations, if there is any man of all your offspring that approaches to the holy things which the children of Israel hallow to the Lord, having his uncleanness upon him, that soul shall be cut off from my presence. I am the Lord. Any man of the offspring of Aaron that is a leper or has a discharge shall not eat of the holy things until he is clean. And whoever touches anything that is unclean by contact with the dead, or a man whose seed goes from him, or a man who touches any creeping thing whereby he may be made unclean, or a man through whom he can be rendered unclean, through any kind of uncleanness which he has, the person that touches any such thing shall be unclean until the evening, and he shall not eat of the holy things unless he has bathed his body in water. And when the sun is down, he shall be clean, and shall afterward eat of the holy things, because it is his food. That which dies of itself, or is torn by beasts, he shall not eat, to defile himself with. I am the Lord. And they shall keep my charge, that they may not bear sin through it, and die thereby, if they profane it. I am the Lord, who sanctifies them. And no stranger shall eat of a holy thing, A resident alien of a priest or a hired servant shall not eat of a holy thing. But if a priest buys a person with his money, then he may eat of it, and those that are born in his house may eat of his bread. And if the daughter of a priest is married to a stranger, she may not eat of the offered part of holy things. But the daughter of a priest, if she is a widow or divorced, and has no child, and is returned to her father's house as in her youth, may eat of her father's bread, but no stranger shall eat of it. And if a man eats a holy thing unintentionally, then he shall add the fifth part to it, and he shall make good to the priest the holy thing. And they shall not profane the holy things of the children of Israel, which they offer to the Lord, and so cause them to bear iniquity and guilt by eating their holy things. For I am the Lord who sanctifies them. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to Aaron and to his sons and to all the children of Israel, and say to them, If any man of the house of Israel, or of the sojourners in Israel, presents an offering of any manner of vows, or for any manner of freewill offerings, which they may offer to the Lord for a burnt offering, for you to be accepted, it must be a male without blemish, of the oxen, of the sheep, or of the goats. You shall not offer anything that has a blemish, for it will not be accepted for you. And when a man offers a sacrifice of peace offering to the Lord as a vow, or a freewill offering of the herds or of the flocks, it shall be without blemish to be accepted. No kind of bodily defect shall there be in it. You shall not offer these to the Lord: a blind or broken-limbed or maimed animal, or one having a running sore, scale, or scab. An offering made by fire you shall not make of them upon the altar to the Lord. You may offer an ox or a lamb that has a limb too long or too short for a freewill offering, but for a vow it shall not be accepted. Anything that has its testicles bruised, crushed, broken, or cut, you shall not offer to the Lord. You shall not do it in your land. You shall not offer as the bread of your God any of these from the hand of a foreigner, because their corruption is in them. There is a defect in them. They shall not be accepted for you. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, When a young bull or a sheep or a goat is born, then shall it remain 7 days with its mother, and from the 8th day forward shall it be accepted for an offering made by fire to the Lord. But you shall not kill an ox or sheep and her young both in 1 day. And when you offer a sacrifice of thanksgiving to the Lord, offer it so that it may be accepted. On the same day shall it be eaten. You shall leave none of it until the morning. I am the Lord. And you shall keep my commandments and do them. I am the Lord. And you shall not profane my holy name, so that I may be sanctified among the children of Israel. I am the Lord who sanctifies you, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be to you a God. I am the Lord. Leviticus 23. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel and say to them, These are the appointed feasts of the Lord, which you shall proclaim to be holy convocations. They are my feasts. 6 days may work be done, but on the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest, a holy convocation. No kind of work shall you do on it. It is the Sabbath holy to the Lord in all your dwellings. These are the appointed feasts of the Lord, the holy convocations which you shall proclaim in their seasons. On the 14th day of the first month toward evening is the Lord's Passover, and on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread to the Lord. 7 days must you eat unleavened bread. On the first day there shall be a holy convocation to you. No servile work shall you do. And you shall offer an offering made by fire to the Lord 7 days. On the 7th day is a holy convocation. No servile work shall you do. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel and say to them, When you enter the land which I give to you, and reap the harvest, then you shall bring in an omer full of the first fruits of your harvest to the priest. And he shall wave the omer before the Lord, that it may be accepted for you. On the day after the Sabbath shall the priest wave it. And you shall offer on the day when you wave the omer a male sheep without blemish of the first year for a burnt offering to the Lord. And the grain offering with it shall be 2/10 part of fine flour mingled with oil, as an offering made by fire to the Lord, for a pleasing aroma, with its drink offering of wine, the 4th part of a hin. And neither bread, nor parched corn, nor green ears shall you eat until the same day, until you have brought the offering of your God. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings. And you shall count to you from the day after the Shabbat, from the day that you bring the omer of the wave offering, 7 complete Sabbaths. You shall number 50 days to the day after the 7th Sabbath. You shall then offer a new grain offering to the Lord. From your habitations shall you bring the bread of the wave offering, 2 loaves of 2/10 parts of fine flour baked with leaven. They are the first fruits to the Lord. And you shall offer with the bread 7 sheep without blemish of the first year, and 1 young bull, and 2 rams. They shall be for a burnt offering to the Lord, with their grain offering, with their drink offerings, an offering made by fire, of a pleasing aroma to the Lord. And you shall sacrifice 1 male goat for a sin offering, and 2 sheep of the first year for a sacrifice of peace offering. And the priest shall wave them together with the bread of the first fruits, a wave offering before the Lord, together with the 2 sheep. Holy shall they be to the Lord for the priest. And you shall proclaim on the same day that it may be a holy convocation to you. You shall do no servile work. It is a statute forever in all your dwellings throughout your generations. And when you reap the harvest of your land, you shall not wholly reap the corners of your field, neither shall you gather the gleaning of your harvest. You shall leave them for the poor and for the sojourner. I am the Lord your God. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, In the 7th month, on the 1st day of the month, shall be a solemn rest to you, a memorial of blowing of trumpets, a holy convocation. You shall do no servile work, and you shall offer an offering made by fire to the Lord. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Indeed, on the 10th day of the 7th month is the Day of Atonement. It shall be a holy convocation to you, and you shall afflict your souls, and shall offer an offering made by fire to the Lord, and you shall do no manner of work on that same day, for it is a day of atonement, to make atonement for you before the Lord your God. For whoever does not afflict their soul on that same day, he shall be cut off from among his people. And whoever does any manner of work on that same day, that soul will I destroy from among his people. You shall do no manner of work. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings. It shall be to you a Sabbath of solemn rest, and you shall afflict your souls. In the 9th day of the month at evening, from evening to evening shall you keep your Sabbath. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, On the 15th day of this 7th month is the Feast of Tabernacles for 7 days to the Lord. On the 1st day shall be a holy convocation. You shall not do servile work. 7 days you shall offer an offering made by fire to the Lord. On the 8th day shall be a holy convocation to you, and you shall offer an offering made by fire to the Lord. It is a solemn assembly. You shall do no servile work. These are the set feasts of the Lord, which you shall proclaim to be holy convocations, to offer an offering made by fire to the Lord, a burnt offering and a grain offering, a sacrifice and drink offerings, each on its own day, besides the Sabbaths of the Lord, and besides your gifts, and besides all your vows, and besides all your freewill offerings which you give to the Lord. Indeed, on the 15th day of the 7th month, when you have gathered in the fruits of the land, you shall keep the feast of the Lord 7 days. On the 1st day shall be a solemn rest, and on the 8th day shall be a solemn rest. And you shall take to yourselves on the 1st day the fruit of goodly trees, branches of palm trees, and boughs of thick trees, and willows of the brook, and you shall rejoice before the Lord your God 7 days. And you shall keep it a feast to the Lord 7 days in the year. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations. In the 7th month shall you keep it. You shall dwell in booths 7 days. All that are native Israelites shall dwell in booths, that your generations may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in booths when I brought them out of the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God. And Moses declared to the children of Israel the set feasts of the Lord. Leviticus 24. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Command the children of Israel that they bring to you pure olive oil beaten for the light, to cause a lamp to burn continually. Outside the veil of the testimony in the tent of meeting shall Aaron arrange it from evening to morning before the Lord continually. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generation. He shall arrange the lamps upon the pure gold menorah before the Lord continually. And you shall take fine flour and bake 12 cakes from it. 2/10 part of an ephah shall be in one cake. And you shall set them in 2 rows, 6 on a row, upon the pure gold table before the Lord. And you shall put pure frankincense upon each row, that it may be to the bread for a memorial, an offering made by fire to the Lord. On the day of the Sabbath, on the Sabbath day, he shall set it in rows before the Lord continually. From the children of Israel it is an everlasting covenant. And it shall be for Aaron and his sons, and they shall eat it in a holy place, for it is most holy to him of the offerings of the Lord made by fire, by a perpetual statute. Now the son of an Israelite woman, whose father was an Egyptian, went out among the children of Israel, and the son of the Israelite woman and a man of Israel strove together in the camp. And the son of the Israelite woman blasphemed the name and cursed, and they brought him to Moses. And his mother's name was Shelomith, the daughter of Dibri of the tribe of Dan. And they put him in custody, that it might be declared to them at the mouth of the Lord. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Bring forth him that has cursed outside the camp, and let all that heard him lay their hands upon his head, and let all the congregation stone him. And you shall speak to the children of Israel, saying, Whoever curses his God shall bear his sin. And he that blasphemes the name of the Lord, he shall surely be put to death. All the congregation shall certainly stone him, the sojourner as well as the native, when he blasphemes the name of the Lord, shall be put to death. And he that strikes down any human life shall surely be put to death. And whoever strikes down the life of an animal shall make full restitution for it, life for life. And if any man inflicts an injury on his neighbor, just as he has done, so shall it be done to him. Fracture for fracture, eye for eye, tooth for tooth. Just as he inflicts an injury on a man, so shall it be inflicted on him. And he that strikes down an animal shall make restitution for it. But whoever strikes down a man shall be put to death. There shall be one judgment for the sojourner as for the native. For I am the Lord your God. And Moses spoke to the children of Israel, and they brought out of the camp him that had cursed and stoned him with stones. Thus the children of Israel did as the Lord commanded Moses. This completes Parashat Emor.